So there's some new footage that's going around from the set of It Ends With Us where we see Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni making out on set. And people are saying that this is contradicting the allegations that she makes against Justin Baldoni. However, the timeline is important.
Hypocrisy by the law firm representing Ryan Reynolds. As it turns out, it's the same law firm that's representing Drake in his battle against the record label and Kendrick Lamar.
Baldoni's attorney Brian Friedman includes a message ahead of the footage saying Ms. Lively's complaint alleges that during a scene, Mr. Baldoni and Ms. Lively were filming for a slow dance montage. Mr. Baldoni was behaving inappropriately. The statement adds, the following videos, captured on May 23, 2023, clearly refute Ms. Lively's characterization of his behavior. The scene in question was designed to show the two characters falling in love and longing to be close to one another. Both actors are clearly behaving well within the scope of the scene and with mutual respect and professionalism.
Hollywood is no stranger to drama, but every so often the line between on-screen fiction and real-life controversy blurs in ways even the strongest PR team can't contain. The latest firestorm centers around a reported leaked video that allegedly shows Blake Lively and her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni in what some online viewers have interpreted as an intimate moment. What should have been a routine behind-the-scenes clip has exploded into a full-blown media frenzy, sparking speculation about their on-set dynamic and placing Ryan Reynolds, Blake's husband, uncomfortably at the center of the rumor mill.
Many of you know, the latest Deadpool movie was a family affair for Scarlett Johansson's ex-husband and Amber Lively. Notoriously, the film featured Nice Pool, which was a caricature and mockery of Justin Baldoni. The Plantation Princess also had a brief cameo in the movie as Lady Pool, although it has been alleged that she didn't actually film at all. The Woody Allen apologist had just given birth, was feeling self-conscious about her body, which played into It Ends With Us, so instead her body double did all of the shooting, according to what is out there. And the lip nibbler just voiced her character.
The anonymously posted video, which vanished almost as quickly as it appeared, has only stoked more speculation. Was it a rehearsal clip ripped out of context, or something more personal? The controversy has taken unexpected turns, with reports of uncharacteristic behavior from Ryan Reynolds, cryptic social posts from Justin Baldoni's wife, and Hollywood insiders weighing in as rumors swirl. With the dust far from settled, observers say it's time to examine every angle of this unfolding saga, but proceed cautiously, since much remains unverified.
In her original complaint, she mentioned a scene that while they were filming, he displayed certain inappropriate behaviors that made her extremely uncomfortable. In response to this, Justin Baldoni's team released that footage. They said, here's the scene she was talking about, see for yourselves if what she's saying is legit. And the online community went nuts, trying to figure out if in this footage he's displaying any inappropriate behaviors, if she seems uncomfortable in any way, or was her complaint very embellished?
It all began with a short, grainy video that briefly appeared online before vanishing. The clip, though muffled and unclear, seemed to show Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni in a moment that some viewers interpreted as noticeably intimate. At first, many assumed it was simply a scene from It Ends With Us, the film adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel. But soon, sharp-eyed fans started pointing out details that didn't align with any officially released stills or teaser footage. Differences in lighting, camera angles, and staging. This sparked further speculation, with some insisting the dynamic in the clip felt unusually natural and emotionally charged, leading to online debates about whether the moment was scripted or something taken out of context entirely.
I swear everyone is obsessed with the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively case, even Joe Rogan.
On the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively thing?
Bro.
I never thought we'd talk about Joe Rogan on here, because I really don't know much about him. I'm pretty sure he was the Fear Factor host. He mentions how Blake and Ryan effed up. This is effing up their reputations.
Blake Lively, talk about ruin your reputation, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, they fucked up. Ryan's trying to get out of it now. He's trying to get out of the lawsuit. And they're like, you were a key part of this.
This is what you get, though. This is what you get. You're trying to ruin a guy's livelihood.
They were trying to take over the movie and the whole franchise. He owned the franchise. The whole thing's crazy. And he's suing the New York Times, and he's got a great case.
He's going hard in the paint. But that's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
It's like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He's like, all right.
Yeah.
He did for the boys.
Exactly. Yeah.
You need real to be like, nah, man, I ain't going out like this.
Yeah, especially a guy like that. It was like known as being like this really sweet, nice guy.
Yep.
And then it's like, all right, dude, enough.
He also seems very impressed by Justin Baldoni's receipts provided.
The clip's sudden appearance triggered an immediate online debate. Was it an off-the-clock rehearsal, a moment taken wildly out of context, or even a calculated PR move designed to generate buzz for the film? Social media exploded with frame-by-frame analysis as fans tried to determine whether the interaction looked scripted or spontaneous. But the real twist came when the video disappeared almost instantly, raising even more questions. Who had the ability to remove it so quickly, and what was the reason behind the abrupt takedown?
This is the scene, this is the montage, right? It's actually two different scenes, but we can see them making out. And what's really key here is that you can see that she's biting his lip in this specific makeout scene, right? When you can see that they're very intimately involved. Now, the reason this is so key is because of the date that this was filmed. So this was actually filmed in January 2024, which was after the all-hands meeting that she had with Sony and Ryan Reynolds and Baldoni and the producers, right? Why is that important? Well, because the allegations of harassment were made in phase 1 of filming, which happened prior to January 2024. So all of the alleged harassment is what she claimed happened prior to 2024. So this was shot afterwards. And even at the end of production, which Baldoni's team presented in their case, is that Blake Lively signed off saying that phase 2, everything in phase 2 was kosher and she was cool with everything. It was totally good. Which is interesting considering the lip biting, like she's literally sucking on his lip, which is what she accused him of doing in her harassment lawsuit.
As the internet spiraled into rumor-fueled chaos, one person's reaction, or silence, drew even more attention. Ryan Reynolds, the Deadpool star, famous for his razor-sharp wit and effortless humor in the face of public headlines, took an unexpectedly restrained approach. Fans who anticipated a playful comment or a trademark sarcastic tweet were met with complete silence. Instead, in his recent public appearances, observers noted that he appeared unusually tense, and his typically light, humorous exchanges with the press were noticeably subdued.
Production company produced it, he directed it as well, and then she took creative control. Through power, intimidation, threats, and he claims that she made up the sexual harassment allegations as a cover-up, and that he engaged in no smear campaign, that she's the one who did. Gaslighter, manipulator, liar. Baldoni is suing the actress best known for Gossip Girl and her husband for a whole bunch of causes, including defamation, unfair business practices, and more. And as I told you earlier, he had evidence, footage, and audio of Blake Lively out of character mocking his physical appearance, making fun of his nose and telling him that he should get plastic surgery. He's got receipts in the form of actual footage from the movie. And he's got even more receipts that reveal Blake Lively did not respect boundaries. Blake Lively was so unprofessional while filming.
The first hint that something felt off came during a press event when a reporter casually asked Ryan about Blake's on-screen chemistry with Justin Baldoni. His reply, "Oh, I'm sure they're very professional," was delivered with a tight, strained smile that fans immediately dissected as unusually forced. Just a few days later, Ryan was photographed leaving a well-known Los Angeles law firm. While there's been no official confirmation about the purpose of his visit, the timing only fueled further speculation, with many online commentators calling it too coincidental to ignore.
On Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, the couple made their first public appearance in weeks amid their dispute with her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. Claire's got the details.
Yeah, George, good morning to you. While the legal battle is turning ugly, the couple was all smiles and glamour this weekend. Lively has a movie out in a few weeks. She hasn't done any publicity for it yet, and that has added to the surprise of her appearance. A source telling People magazine Reynolds and Lively had a great time at SNL 50, adding, "It was nice getting out of the house and being around friends and familiar faces."
The biggest jolt came when social media users claimed to notice that Ryan had unfollowed Justin Baldoni on Instagram. In an era where every celebrity click, like, and follow is examined with forensic intensity, even a small digital shift can spark massive speculation. This alleged unfollow sent the internet spiraling, with fans wondering whether it was a subtle signal of tension or simply coincidence. Some questioned if Ryan was quietly expressing discomfort without issuing any public statement, while others urged caution, noting that social media changes aren't always intentional or meaningful. However, Emily Baldoni's recent online activity has sparked new questions about whether she, too, is feeling the fallout from the alleged leaked video. Not long after the clip went viral, fans noticed that Emily had liked a tweet saying, "Once the trust is gone, there's no turning back." While this could easily have been coincidence or unrelated, social media sleuths immediately began connecting dots, interpreting the interaction as a possible hint at underlying tension. Adding to the speculation, individuals described as being close to the Baldoni household have claimed Emily has seemed more distant from Justin in recent weeks. Still, it remains unclear whether the video had any actual impact on their marriage, or whether online rumor mills are blowing a minor moment wildly out of proportion.
Blake Lively and husband Ryan Reynolds appearing at Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary celebration, making their first public appearance since she sued her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. Ryan alluding to the ongoing legal battle during this Q&A sketch with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
Ryan Reynolds, hey. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
The couple's appearance lighting up social media.
Ryan Reynolds was just featured in a sketch where they made a joke about the Justin Baldoni lawsuit drama. This is insane.
Public relations experts saying making light of a serious legal matter can be a double-edged sword.
We can't be dismissive of the allegations that were raised, and they were certainly, very serious allegations. But I think that likely the response strategy was designed to be appropriate in tone and brevity for the venue. It's their job to make public appearances. They're going to have to hit the red carpet at some point. And so it was something that was inevitable and that they had to do, I think, to move forward with their careers and their lives.
As rumors about Blake and Ryan continued stirring up the internet, an unexpected name entered the mix. Justin Baldoni's wife, Emily Baldoni. Normally someone who keeps a respectful distance from her husband's professional spotlight, Emily rarely comments on industry matters or participates in Hollywood chatter. But as speculation intensified, her sudden increase in visibility, combined with online activity that some fans interpreted as intentional, drew fresh attention and added yet another layer to an already tangled situation.
That's kind of the thing. There wasn't a lot of actual evidence, whereas with Baldoni, we see screenshots of emails, text messages, we've seen him release footage, like raw footage and audio, where with her, there are just a lot of allegations. So even here, she's made a lot of new allegations where she's like, wait, I actually have two other actresses on the set. I'm not going to reveal who they are. I'm not going to give you their names. They'll probably at some point have to testify at trial should we get that far. But I mean, there are a lot of just allegations, like there are two other actresses that are coming, but they haven't come out. So she may depose them, which may force them to come out. Sure. But as of right now, it doesn't seem like anybody else is electively coming out with their stories.
Who do we think those two other actresses are?
Jenny Slate and then Isabella, who played young Lily in the film, I think.
Two of them showed up on the red carpet, of course, all smiles, which seems incredibly forced and uncomfortable. Like, they definitely seem awkward and fidgety, especially Ryan. And to be fair, I would be too, because they shouldn't even be showing their faces right now. But they walked the red carpet and smiled for the cameras. This statement says, Lively appeared to be in good spirits amid her return to the limelight. And I'm just reading that and thinking, how possibly could you be in good spirits in the middle of a lawsuit that started with claims of you being sexually harassed? Like, is she okay?
As with any major Hollywood controversy, theories about the source of the leak are spreading fast. Some industry insiders speculate that a frustrated or disgruntled crew member might have uploaded the clip to stir drama, whether out of personal resentment or dissatisfaction with the production. Others believe the timing hints at something more calculated, suggesting it could have been a deliberate PR move meant to keep It Ends With Us in the spotlight ahead of its release. After all, controversy drives conversation, and few things capture public curiosity like whispers of an alleged on-set affair, even when there's no confirmation behind the rumors.
I just want to say, God, first of all, thank you. You could have given up on me a lot of times. I've made a lot of mistakes. And your grace and your compassion, and your love, your belief that I can be better, even when I fuck up, it's why we're even here. It's why I wrote a book. It's why the podcast exists. If you had not been you, the beautiful, strong, badass superhero that I think you are, filled with grace and compassion, I don't think I would have loved myself enough to be willing to sit here right now. I just want to thank you, because you are everything I ever dreamed.
A more conspiracy-tinged theory circulating online points, not to any verified source, but to the possibility that someone loosely connected to Ryan Reynolds' circle could have been involved. The logic behind this fan-driven speculation is that if anyone close to Ryan harbored doubts about Blake and Justin's dynamic, releasing a vague, context-free video might be seen as a way to force the situation into the open. There is no evidence to support this claim, but the idea has added yet another layer of intrigue to an already complicated and highly speculative narrative.
Lawyer is clapping back and hitting hard. In a new statement, Justin's lawyer says Miss Lively's recent motion to dismiss herself from the self-concocted disaster she initiated is one of the most abhorrent examples of abusing our legal system. Love that callback. Stringent rules are put into place to protect the innocent and allow individuals to rightly defend themselves. Laws are not meant to be twisted and curated by privileged elites to fit their own personal agenda. As we said yesterday in response to Mr. Reynolds' same cowardly measures, we will continue to hold Miss Lively accountable for her actions of pure malice. Important legal term brought up in her motion to dismiss today. They can't prove malice. But his lawyer said, we can.
With the internet in full meltdown mode, several celebrities have begun chiming in, some subtly, others far less so. Selena Gomez, in a now-deleted Instagram comment, wrote, "Hollywood is a messy place. Keep your circle small." Whether she meant it as a general observation or fans are simply connecting it to the Lively, Baldoni rumors remains unclear, but the timing certainly caught attention. Meanwhile, Florence Pugh, known for her straightforward honesty, made a pointed remark on a recent red carpet. "I don't believe in fake chemistry. If it looks too real, it probably is." She didn't mention anyone by name, but many viewers felt the timing was impossible to ignore. And Chrissy Teigen, never one to resist a well-timed quip, took to Twitter with her trademark sarcasm. "I love a good PR stunt, but this one's giving Euphoria levels of messy." Fans debated whether she was calling out Hollywood's habit of manufacturing drama or hinting that something truly unusual was happening behind the scenes.
But it is also important to note that the last time Lively stepped on a red carpet was on December 11th, 2024 at the 2024 Beauty Inc. Awards in New York City. And that was before she even filed her initial complaint. So they have kind of been in like hiding since this all started, especially Blake. I think Ryan has made a few public appearances, but
the most obviously staged paparazzi shoot I've ever seen in my entire life.
yeah. After the red carpet, Blake and Ryan were also seen on camera for this audience Q&A bit that they did where he appears to be making a joke about their situation. And let's just take a second to look at everyone's faces in the background, all the celebrities. A few of them are like laughing or smiling awkwardly. Will Ferrell in the front, he's kind of chuckling a little bit. Steven Spielberg. Robert De Niro actually makes kind of a funny face. It looks like he's like shocked that he actually said this. Bad Bunny is clearly not impressed. We have Cher on the side here. She couldn't care less. And then we have Kevin Costner, who I think represents all of us. And he's kind of just like, are they serious right now? And he's also like looking over at Blake and trying to like see what she's doing or how she's reacting, which we should definitely look at, by the way. This is actually kind of controversial because some people think that she's part of the bit, and then some people think that she had no idea he was even going to say anything.
With the controversy still swirling, many are now questioning what all of this means for It Ends With Us. Some fans argue the drama will only boost curiosity, drawing even more attention to the film as people line up just to see what all the commotion is about. Others worry the noise could drown out the story's core themes, risking a shift from a deeply emotional romance drama to a project overshadowed by rumor-fueled headlines and tabloid speculation.
What we have discovered since, a repeat sort of Ryan Reynolds psychopathic strategy of essentially love bombing people, giving them roles they don't deserve in places that they don't belong, and basically pretending to be the best, most amazing friend because the person that they're targeting and the person that they want to isolate is a person like Justin Baldoni who's connected to that individual. It's all about isolation.
Insiders report that the movie studio is scrambling to control the narrative. There have been rumors that they are urging Blake and Justin to make a joint statement denying any off-screen romance, but as of now, neither actor has directly addressed the controversy.
Owens exposes the New York Times and Blake Lively. At this point, Justin Baldoni should just hire Candace onto his legal team. First off, we learn that the images that they pulled for that article had images saved 4 days before Blake Lively ever even filed anything. Just a little reminder before I play Candace's clip, New York Times article came out December 21st for the complaint that Blake Lively filed December 20th.
You go into that article and you click the images in the article about Justin Baldoni's smear campaign. It shows you that they began creating the images and pulling the images for that article on December 16th. Look at this. I'm showing you this right now. You can do this yourselves at home. If you right click your mouse on the lead image, that is a original artwork from the New York Times. It shows you, if you look at that URL, look at the date on that. 12/16/2024, the New York Times saved this image, this original art image, as Lively topper. They were working on this article 4 days before they published the piece. Let me show you another one. You can pull another image from this because they were saving these files and did not think about their digital footprints. You can see they even named this file, multimedia file, that was named on 12/18. That is 2 days before Blake Lively filed her complaint, and they named it Smear Baldoni. Now, that is, to me, the biggest clue right there, the title of it.
Rooftop scene that ended up being Ryan Reynolds' scene in the movie. One of the scenes that Blake Lively has apparently also complained about that she felt uncomfortable in shooting. This video that's been leaked that is on Reddit showed that Blake Lively was laughing and having a good time, and no one could really see that there's anything off here. This just proves yet again that there is nothing there. I mean, I find it so interesting at this point, especially these people who are supporting Blake Lively. Like, where is the evidence? She said she felt uncomfortable in the dancing scene. Justin Baldoni showed a video from the dancing scene. We couldn't see anything there. She said that he came into her trailer while she was breastfeeding. He showed a text message that she was inviting him in while she was pumping. She said that she felt uncomfortable, that he called her sexy. She used that word all the time in interviews. Even with my boyfriend, she used that word a lot. She said that it made her really uncomfortable when Jamie Heath showed nude photos of his wife, giving birth. We've seen the photo. We can't see any private parts in the photo. There's nothing. And I don't understand how all these people can come out and support her. What are they supporting? Why don't they want to see the fact?
With no official statements and more questions than answers, the scandal is far from over. Will Ryan and Blake address the rumors? Will Justin's marriage suffer from the fallout? Or will this all fade into the background, replaced by Hollywood's next big controversy? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments section below. One thing is certain: whether orchestrated or organic, this story has captivated audiences, proving once again that real-life Hollywood drama can be just as compelling as the
movies themselves.